Well, my fellow Yinzers, it is that time again. NFL free agency, where players switch teams, hoping for a fresh new start. The combine has concluded. Mock drafts are being made. And the draft is 1 month away. There will be trades happening. Things are going to get crazy. Things are getting serious. But there's only one team that can make it to the Super Bowl and win it every year. And no, I'm not talking about Kansas City. Everyone shut up! But, with all that aside, the Steelers have already made a few cuts. Tragic. But things are looking up for the Steel City. Things are looking up. Russell Wilson, the man that can cook, went into Pittsburgh today for his interview. Shocking. The free agent market is wide open. And there are some people that want to come play for us. Our secondary, a lot of them are walking free, but that also allows room for improvement. Who's going to be on the opposite side of Joey Porter? Who's going to play in the safety slot? And what are we going to do about that QB situation? Because the run game is looking good. It's all going to come down to, can we put it all together? And free agency is the start of that. Things are looking up. And I dare say, Steelers country, let's ride! Hello, Steelers Nation! Welcome to another episode of Steelcast, a podcast where you don't have to be a Steelers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Zach. I honestly felt like doing that because it was funny and the opportunity presented itself. Attack! And come March 13th, the NFL free agency market will be wide open. And people are going to be opening their pockets. They're going to be opening their pockets, boys, pulling out the wallet and saying, what do you want? What do you want? I have it right here. I can pay you it right now. And to be fair, all I have in here is like a few 20s, and then that's about it. But anyways, I'm not a GM. Okay, so moving that aside, what the Steelers have currently done over the past few weeks is they cut a few players. Like last time we talked, it was like 4. It was like Mason Cole, Okafor, Harvin, and Trubisky. Trubisky has now made it back to Buffalo, but there's also a few other people that we've cut, like Allen Robinson, Keanu Neal, Pat P. They're gone out of here now too. And now the Steelers are at $26,000 in cap space. That's a lot of cap space. And now the Steelers they're looking pretty good. They're probably going to let Levi Wallace walk as well, and they're probably going to re-sign Mason Rudolph, probably. So I guess that all kind of evens out. So 26 million in cap space. That's pretty good. So as a Yinzer, what would I like to see the Steelers do when the free agency market hits the books? Well, first off, they need to replace all these players. I expect most of it to be done through the draft because I don't expect the Steelers to make any big trades. The only big trade that we could have potentially seen the Steelers losing draft capital would be trading for Justin Fields, which if they sign Russell Wilson, they won't be doing. And secondly, with a trade, trading Deontay Johnson away. But with the cut on Allen Robinson, I don't know if they're going to trade DJ now. There's always a chance that DJ sticks around. I honestly would not be upset by that. And I would honestly prefer that, despite him not being the best at run blocking. But it was either have Allen take a pay cut and trade DJ, or cut Allen and potentially have room for DJ on the squad. So, yeah, bye-bye, A-Rob, and, well, Anyways, so we're looking at the free agency market. Tyler Boyd has presented interest in the Steelers as well. I think Fletcher Cox has as well, but I don't see that happening considering our D-line is already pretty good when it's not injured. So there's that. I also think we're going to be targeting a lot of secondary pieces because we have like 3 or 4, maybe more vacant secondary slots. So expect us to be going crazy at the defensive back positions and corner and safety. Probably strong safety because I don't know what's going to happen to KZ, and Minkah Fitzpatrick is our free safety. So, and then, of course, we got to put someone on the other side of JPJ and, of course, replace, all the people we've cut. Mainly on that offensive line. Because on the offensive line, you have Okafor, he got cut, and Mason Cole, he got cut. So we need Okafor was the right tackle, but we got Broderick Jones. So we need a starting left tackle because Dayton Moore is not going to be the answer. And then we need a center. We need maybe 3 defensive backs, a safety, and a wide receiver. And a quarterback. But Russell Wilson will probably be the quarterback, so I'm not assuming he gets signed. So if he gets signed, I'm not too worried about QB position. I'm mostly worried about filling the holes on the team that we currently have aside from QB. We don't really have any holes at tight end, running back. We don't have any holes there. We don't have really any holes in defensive line either. It's secondary, so defensive back, safety, corner safety, and then wide receiver. So, and left tackle and center. So, that's 5 positions plus quarterback. But like I said, if Russell Wilson gets signed, I'm not too worried about quarterback. So 5 positions of dire need. And honestly, it's probably in our best interest to sign multiple of those specific positions, especially corner, because we let go of 2 or 3, maybe 4 corners. So, 3. Yeah, we let go of 3. So, and we're a safety. So, we're going to, need to fill all of those corner spots. So, Omar Khan is going to be emptying his wallet. And while I am a little concerned about the $26 million in cap space, because we can probably only get maybe 1 year, maybe 2 year deals if we're lucky off of that. 3 would be great, especially for someone like Tyler Boyd. But like, what are the off chances? Because we got to pay these people, so we can't really get anyone like AJ Brown caliber level because he's going to be way too expensive. So, we won't have any room to sign anyone else, and I would much rather have cap to sign trainable, developable players rather than have a skill player and nothing else. Because that skill player cannot run the team by himself. And plus, the Steelers get injured a lot. So, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So, what we're really hoping for is depth in defense. Depth in defense and filling in the holes on the offense. If we can do that, we're golden. Have I been setting up on free agency people? No, not really. I'm going to be honest. I don't really know many of the free agents out there. I just know the Bills cut a lot of players, and we might get one of them. And, of course, like a few other things, too. Like I said, I'm not really too worried about free agency. I'm mostly worried about the draft and filling in those last remaining holes. Because the Steelers don't really get sniped very often, thankfully. But there's a lot of good talent in this draft. And I'm worried that if we don't pick the right skill position during the right time, we might get sniped. And I really am fretting. So, yeah. But I trust Tomlin. I trust the scouts. I trust the people that went to the combine and are probably still there. So, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about this offseason. I don't know how this is all going to play out. But in any case, we just got to hope and pray that the Steel City goes from years of mediocrity, because like how long it's been since we've been like 9-10 win seasons. It's been a good while. It's been a good maybe like 4, maybe 5 years of mediocrity, and I'm done. I'm done. We get the winning season. As a matter of fact, Steelers fans, if we just get the winning season, that's it. And I've been saying that for the past 3 years. If we just get the winning season, I'm a happy camper. But you know what? With the Chiefs having a dynasty and 2 teams at 5 Super Bowls and a lot of other teams at 4, I'm getting kind of scared. So, and guess what's in one of those 4 win Super Bowl teams is, you guessed it, the Kansas City Chiefs. They win 1 more, and I really hope it's not next year, because if they 3-peat, I'm going to be furious, because that would be the first team in NFL history to do that. And I would be terrified. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say I was scared, and not at all. I am quaking in my boots if I was wearing any. But that's neither here nor there. The Steelers, we're done of mediocrity. It's time to go win us a championship. And I've been dying for it ever since Super Bowl 45 befell upon us. I still remember that game. The first Steelers game I ever watched. And I don't know why I have that Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl 45 jersey in my closet. I don't know why I have that thing. Anyways, because it brings back some troubling memories. Mendenhall! Anyways, so that's my little breakdown analysis, which was more of like me venting and um, getting really deep in the character, but I'm sure y'all enjoy it all the same. Make sure to, subscribe to the channel for any more future Steelers announcements and when free agency hits around, because then I will actually know what I am talking about. So, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and that's all from me. I am your host. My name is Zack Attack, and as always, you're in Steel's country.